No fans, no myths, and to be honest, a real struggle to stretch this out to 3 minutes. But let's give it a go. The last time Holland qualified for a major international tournament, David Moyes was 3 months into a 6-year contract at Manchester United. Miley Cyrus was doing weird things with foam fingers at the VMAs. And the major news in the UK was that we'd all accidentally been eating horse. Still, nowadays you're not going to get many long faces in the Netherlands because a new breed of young talent has very much arrived on the global stage. So we thought we'd take a look at a defender, a midfielder and a striker who really could form the spine of a rejuvenated Holland side going forward. Let's start with the teenage sensation Matthijs de Ligt. Now, it's no wonder that the 19-year-old is one of the most sought-after defenders in world football, especially given that, according to our persona model, he is, in style at least, most similar to a certain Virgil van Dijk. Both are heavily involved and, more importantly, comfortable in possession, and they both prefer to wait for the action to come to them rather than diving in. And De Ligt is also seriously good in the air. If we compare him to every other centre-back in Europe's top 5 leagues plus the Eredivisie, we can see that he contests more aerial duels and wins a bigger proportion of those aerial duels than the average. And that also means he's a serious threat going forward. On average, he manages 1.5 attempts on goal per game, and for context, that's more than Diego Costa and Mario Mandzukic managed last season. So he's strong in the air, he's strong on the ball, and he's a decent threat going forward. Sounds like Holland might have their own slabhead. De Ligt might be a beast at the back, but it's not like Holland are short of potential in midfield either. Frenkie De Jong moves to Barcelona this summer with Arthur his main competition, and according to our persona model again, they're quite similar players. They are both characterised by chance creation, though De Jong was better at it for Ajax, and they were both important cogs in the way their respective teams maintained possession last season. But what makes De Jong an improvement on Arthur is his all-round game. See, while most players have a special area of expertise, De Jong is pretty well-rounded. David Silva, for example, is known for his vision, but you wouldn't back him to be strong in the tackle against a dribbling centre-mid such as Mateo Kovacic, whose own tackling would pale in comparison to a traditional anchorman like Casemiro at Real Madrid. Each of these players is a specialist in a certain area, but De Jong is remarkable for how much he can contribute in each one. He completes more dribbles than Kovacic and more tackles than Casemiro, and his chance creation isn't bad either. Up front, Holland have an old name finally hitting form in a new position, and that's Memphis Depay. Manchester United once bought him as a promising young winger, but nowadays he's refashioned himself as a centre-forward and he's catching the eye of several top European sides. The difference between the player Lyon signed then and the player they have now is shown up by comparison of the heat maps. United fans will remember Depay as a left winger, but nowadays he's more than capable of leading the line and leading it well. See, he's averaged 0.59 expected goal contributions per game, and that translates to an involvement rate for Lyon of 36%. Put simply, Depay has become very good at regularly putting himself in dangerous positions and could be a threat for Holland for years to come. And if you're a United fan, you might want to look away now because Depay bettered Marcus Rashford in pretty much every attacking metric last season. Granted, Ligue 1 isn't quite what Premier League is, but it's nice to think about nonetheless. Anyway, I think it's fair to say that Holland are on the up, and between a new generation of Ajax talent and a former wonder kid who's finally realising his potential, the Dutch are going to be certainly ones to watch when it comes to Euro 2020 next year. If you like this video, please do consider subscribing, sharing with your mates, etc, etc. What do you think of Holland's new wave? Let us know in the comments below. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching.